Okay, now let's take a closer look at the WaferLite down vest. The first thing to mention with the WaferLite is in fact its overall weight. It only weighs 77 grams for a size medium. It's an absolutely remarkably light piece of kit. It's the lightest down vest we've ever created, and it is just at the very, very pinnacle of warmth to weight ratios, and possibly the lightest down vest in the world. Certainly far, far lighter than anything else we've ever worked out. So 77 grams for this down vest. And let's look at the typical operating temperature. Well, plus 5 degrees C. So it's got a very useful area of abilities in the hills. It's very, very useful as an outer layer because of course the fabric downproof, and of course it's windproof. So it makes a very, very effective piece of kit, but also it's useful as a mid layer and very, very good to sleep in as well. So to boost the warmth of your sleep system or your sleeping bag, very useful piece of kit. And it packs down into a tiny little stuff sack, and at 77 grams it can provide a lot of warmth for very, very little weight. Let's just have a look at the details. First off, it is of course filled with our 1000 fillpower down. It's one of our K series products, 1000 fillpower down. 1000 fillpower down is the highest quality down in the world. It's a pure goose down, 100% pure goose, and it's a natural down. It's not one of these lower grade downs that's been chemically enhanced to alter its properties. It's a natural down and the highest quality down in the world. And that is how we create these down pieces that are so unbelievably light. So it's filled with 1000 fillpower down, and then the fabric on the outside, it's a 7 denier fabric, unbelievably light. 7 denier 7X fabric, and it's the same fabric on the outer and the inner. Let's have a look at the details. You'll see straight away that it's got this cell structure where we've got stitch lines both horizontally and vertically, and that's because when we fill it, these are the normal down panels or chambers that you would see on a down jacket, but in this case we've created vertical stitch lines as well, and that's to stop the down drifting. What we want is for that down to hold on to air, and then for you to warm that air up. That warm air is what insulates your body, so to hold the down in place and prevent it from moving and drifting, that's a very efficient way to keep the insulation levels up. It's a stitch through garment, of course, so it's very, and that helps us get to the weight. You can see it's quite a long vest, and it's got a drop tail hem, so it just comes down lower on your backside to stop any cold air ingress getting to the back of your trousers or your waist, and it keeps your kidneys warmer, doesn't it? So it's extended at the back. And let's just look how that's done. It's a very lightweight, simple lower hem with elastication at the sides just to bring it in. So a lightweight elastic just brings it in at the sides to stop cold getting in. And likewise at the armholes, it's a simple finish to the armholes, and then elasticated just at the top there, just to pull it in and reduce that hole size, just to try and reduce the amount of air getting in. And we've got a low down-filled collar just to help reduce air coming in at the top. So all in all, it's a very lightweight piece of kit. It's got a full length zip because a lot of people like a full length zip. Some like the pullover type, the smock type of zips, but a lot of people like a full length zip. They're a little bit easier to get on, aren't they? Now, let's just also, if you just look at this garment from the rest of it, there is, in terms of features, there's a lack of features. There isn't any pockets actually on this vest, and that was done because we're trying to get to that really remarkable weight of 77 grams, and as a mid layer you don't really need pockets. So to save on weight, there are no pockets on it. It really is a layering piece. And likewise on the inside, We don't have any additional security pockets or anything like that to add weight and layers. You can see the construction here is very, very straightforward. It's a stitch through, and the stitch lines on the outer are those on the inner, and there are no additional layers of fabric to hide any stitching or clean it up. The sides, the actual seams are finished with a nice little neat little fabric cap on it, essentially. So it is the only thing that might add weight to it is the wash care label and the 1000 and the K series label, but leave those on. And we've got don't normally talk about features like this, but it does have a little coat hook to hang it up. But really is an unbelievably lightweight piece of kit. It's right at the sharp end, and it's rated at +5 degrees centigrade. So it has got a very useful role to play up on the mountains, particularly in the spring and the summer. The fact that it's insulated and windproof makes it such an effective piece of kit. All right, cheers.